Okay, today I'm going to make dark chocolate with peanut butter. So I'll chop this up though, but keep it rolling. First of all, you need water in the saucepan. Halfway is totally fine. Medium heat. Maybe a little bit more medium heat just to get it warm. And then you're going to want a second pot. This one's clean. And it's going to go on top of there. Once that's a bit warm, come over here, I'll show you the ingredients. This here is basically legal crack. You can get it from Whole Foods if you live in Los Angeles. Oh my God, it smells so good. Cacao powder, honey, and today we're using peanut butter. I've never done that before. This was a special request by my #1 fan. Just a hi out there to Julie. And then we're going to mix it all together and put it in this mold here, put it in the freezer for an hour, and it's going to be amazing. Okay, so we start by putting a little pot here, and we're going to get the measuring out. Come over closer for see the measuring. It's very easy. No, not a third cup. Jesus Christ. Very professional around here. All right, so we want half a cup of this cacao stuff, which is incredible flavor. This actually comes from the cacao plant. Don't be afraid to put in more than half a cup. It's totally fine. And then we're going to put that into the bowl, and that's going to melt. So I'm going to let that melt for a while. That might take 10 minutes. So you don't really have to do anything for about 10 minutes, except for get a spatula and prepare to mix this. Just help it melt. As you can see, look in the pot already. Bring the camera over. You can see it's already starting to melt a little bit. And the reason you have it in this second pot is so that it doesn't cook the ingredients. So we'll just leave that there, and we'll come back in about 10 minutes. Are we rolling? All right.
And we're rolling.
Okay, have a look in here. We can see that the cacao butter is almost done. If you just pan to the left, here's a quiche that we baked earlier on today. Oh my gosh. All right, come over to the ingredients. Now we want to get a half a cup of cacao powder straight in there. And now we want to just give that a little mix, of course, with the cacao butter. And you can see it's already turning into a little piece of heaven. So want to keep that moving, keep the temperature really at a nice warm temperature. I don't know how sophisticated you want to be, but you don't want the chocolate to cook, and you don't want it to go too hard so that you can't stir it in with everything else. All right, as you can see in there, that's looking good. Most of that, use the spatula, because that way you can mix it a bit easier. And that is looking great. Now we get the honey. I don't use refined sugar because basically it's worse than heroin and is the cause of diabetes type 3. So we're using honey because it comes from bees and it makes it very sweet. It's all you need. I really recommend you reduce sugar in your diet as much as you can over the next year. Try and get it down to 0 in a 12-month period. You'll add years to your life. All right, now the fourth ingredient is peanut butter. This has never been done before. We're doing this for science. Okay, that looks fantastic. So, and we're putting in about 1/8 of a cup of peanut butter. And as you can see, it is a fun, messy activity. It's not one of those polished Instagram videos. I like to be playful with my food, and I like to eat while I'm doing it. All these people that don't eat while they're making the Instagram tutorial videos, they're missing out on one of the benefits of being an influencer, making food on the internet, we're really missing out on some of the more quality activities of life. All right, let's mix that in. Just get a close-up of my lips to see the enjoyment on the peanut butter. Now we're mixing in the chocolate, the cacao butter, the honey, and 1/8 of peanut butter, which has probably got a little bit of sugar. It's got 1 gram of added sugar, so that is totally okay with me. I'm actually mixing too fast because I'm getting so excited about it. But we are almost done. And as you can see, that's all you have to do. Mix it. And now it is ready. You could keep mixing that. I've heard that some websites say the more you mix it, the better it stays together once it comes out of the freezer. Like, it doesn't melt in your hand, but I don't mind a little bit of melting in my hand. Now comes probably one of the most fun parts. We are going to pour the chocolate into the mold. Come over here, check it out. Don't worry about getting chocolate on the tea towel. That's what tea towels are for. Otherwise you will probably burn your hand. All right, and if someone wants to lick that out, they can do that. So as you can see, I got that a bit dirty, whatever. Now look at that. That is beautiful. We're going to put that into the freezer. Normally you can put coconut in this, or anything you want, chopped almonds. Have a look at that in the freezer. So we get the before, and everyone can see what's in our freezer. Okay. And we're going to let that freeze for 1 hour, and then we're going to eat it. Come over here, check it out. It looks beautiful. Oh my God. Peanut butter, dark chocolate, made at home. We'll put it in the container so we can just pop it out onto a plate. Let me grab one. Or the board. We'll just use a board. There we go. Just flip it over, and this is the moment you're all been looking forward. Look at that peanut butter dark chocolate. Let's cut it and eat it. Okay, we're just going to cut it down the middle. Get a close up on all of that in there. Okay, let's cut it down the middle. All right, it's time to taste it. Smell test. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I have invented crack. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is gonna sell like, oh my gosh. This reminds me of like, it's better than Reese's peanut butter cups. It's better than that.